Hi everybody, welcome back to 100% Max. So this is your match preview going into the game against Liverpool on Saturday down at Anfield as we return from international duty in that international break where England completely dominated, unfortunately for the last game, where they played really well in the first half, but then in the second half, that Kosovo team ended up getting a little bit back into it and it ended up being 5-3. So England can feel very disappointed for the way they played in the second half of that game against Kosovo. But anyway, the national break is over now. We're back to Premier League action, which is absolutely fantastic. And, unfortunately for us Newcastle fans, it's going to be a very, very tough one as we take on Liverpool, 12:30 kickoff down at Anfield. And a Liverpool side that is 4 games unbeaten in a row now. And if you look at the way Liverpool's been playing over the past few seasons, Naby Keita may return from injury as the Reds look for their 10th successive Premier League home victory since a 1-1 draw with Leicester back in January at Anfield. Then that was their second and final failure to win at home last season, following on from a 0-0 draw with Man City the previous October. Then if you look at the way Klopp's side's been performing, their last loss at Anfield in the Premier League was in April of 2017, beaten 2-1 by Crystal Palace. Since then, they have won 32 times and drawn the other 10, which, looking at that stat, that means that Newcastle's going to have to be really good on the back foot. They're going to have to be really good at defending, just like we did against Tottenham this season. This is going to be a very, very tough game for Steve Bruce and the Newcastle players. We're going to have to do really well. We're going to have to be thinking on our feet at every single moment in this game against Liverpool, because they are not messing around this season. Liverpool are already 4 wins in a row. They won that Premier League title after losing out by a point last season at Man City. So we're going to have to go to Anfield. We're going to have to take them at their own stadium. I'd take at the minimum a draw in this game, because that's what I said for the game against Spurs. At the minimum I would take a draw. Then of course, what happened then, we ended up picking up the win. I'm not saying that we're going to pick up a win on Saturday, against Liverpool, because that's a different matter. The way Liverpool's playing of late is just absolutely unreal. They're absolutely dominating their football at the moment. Of course, they just won the Champions League as well against Tottenham last season. And losing out by a point to Man City on the title as well. So going into this game, I think it's going to be a very, very tough game. Steve Bruce is going to have to use every single piece of tactic he has in his knowledge, to come away from this game with at least a draw. But looking at Newcastle going into the game, we've got DeAndre Yedlin possibly coming back into the side, which is absolutely fantastic. We're going to really need his pace in at that wing back position on Saturday. Then of course the players that are still on the injury list and who should have probably been fit for this game is Andy Carroll. Then of course you've got Dwight Gale, Matt Ritchie, Florent Lejeune, and of course Alain Saint-Maxime, who was out once again thanks to another hamstring injury. So he is going to be unavailable as well. Then of course you look at the other players that are coming back into the squad, like Martin Dubravka, Fabian Shaw, Miguel Almiron as well picked up a little knock in the game for Paraguay on international duty, but hopefully he will be fit to come in the squad. Then you've got players like Emil Kraft as well coming back in off international duty. Then you've got players that didn't go international duty like Paul Dummett because he retired from the international duty. Then you've got like a whole bunch of players just coming back in off international duty. You've got injury players, like Carroll, Gale, Ritchie, Lejeune and Maximin, who won't be available for the game. DeAndre Yedlin looks like he's going to be back in, like I say. And, hopefully we can just go into this game with the right mentality. Try and pick up at least a point against Liverpool. But, I think it's going to be a very, very tough game and I'm not looking forward to it. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, remember, like, share, subscribe to 100% Max, and let's try and get to 250 subscribers by the end of this month. And also, if you can, please put a like up on the video. Let's try and get, if we can, 5 likes for this video. Until next time, I'll see you all later. How are the lads?